Welcome to another video. In this one, I will be discussing a female passenger who tried to smoke inside an aircraft and then tried to set a t-shirt on fire because people prevented her from smoking. She is a Muslim woman. She's Turkish, and me being Turkish as well, I saw this video countless of times now, and I have to say I am ashamed for her. I'm embarrassed for her and for the entire Muslim community who are portrayed in this certain way. I sometimes look at these things that, my own people do or say or whatever, and I sometimes feel ashamed for being Muslim as a result because of the actions of a few. Let me just show you the video in question and then we can discuss it further.
Patlatırım. Her yerin bomba. Yapma. Yapıyorum. İnsan var burada, yazık ya.
So because she's Turkish and I also speak the Turkish language, I decided to take some time to write down everything that I could understand. And it's not a very long video, but I still wanted to write it down and translate for the people who wonder, like, what is she saying? So she lights up a cigarette in the aircraft, and before anyone actually intervenes or does anything, she says, "I will blow it up. Everything on me is a bomb." That's what she starts off with. She lights up the cigarette, and those are the first two sentences that she says. The man in front of her tries to stop her, and she responds, "Stop it," to him. She says, "Stop it." Then other people, of course, jump in, try to prevent her from smoking, and then she says, "I'm burning it," twice, because she grabs the t-shirt after people jump in and take away the cigarette from her. She grabs her lighter and the t-shirt and lights it on fire, or at least tries to light it on fire. And then she proceeds by basically repeating herself, "I'm burning it." And then somebody in the background, I believe, says, "There are lots of people here. What you're doing is shameful." And yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's shameful. It's terrible. And then again, the smoking passenger says, "I'm burning it." And the last sentence actually, she again says, "I'm burning it," but she ends, or the video stops, after she says, "And I will burn you all." That's where the video ends, and I am just baffled by people's behavior and attitude sometimes. And it also seems that when people have to fly, something about the air, I believe, in airports and airplanes does something to the human brain. It makes them act up. It makes them act so crazy. So crazy. But I found two Turkish articles, and apparently the video continues even after this short one. And she apparently says, "I'm a member of, FETO." I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation in English, but if you don't know, it's kind of a terror organization. But yeah, she says that she's a member of this terror organization, and then she proceeds to say, "I'm going to blow up the plane." Way to stereotype, right? I'm gonna blow stuff up because I can't do what I want. Seriously. Anyway, thankfully she was arrested, and now the prosecution has said, "We want to put her in jail for at least 10 years.
You shout like that, they put you in jail.
I'm glad that they are going for 10 years. That's a pretty good sentence right there. I wish she would have stayed in jail for the rest of her life, of course, but 10 years is not too bad either. But apparently this happened at Sabiha Gökçen Airport, which is an airport in Istanbul. and she was flying to Cyprus when this happened. And yeah, here's another article. And what I found very weird about this article, they also mention in this picture above the article, you can see her holding a book, and she was out of her seat. But she proceeds to say, whoever put this book in my bag, I don't know who did it, but I'm going to Cyprus to gamble. Enough is enough. Apparently that's what she said. I'm not sure because that's the part of the video I didn't see. But my God. But she doesn't end there. She actually starts with, you know, I'm a member of this terror organization. What happened on the 15th of July in Turkey, I am going to do the same. That's what she said. I needed to be reminded of what happened on the 15th of July. And it says here that Turkey and the Turkish nation went through a dramatic chain of events that caught millions in Turkey unaware. Rogue army officers who belonged to the terrorist organization, the English is PSS, staged a bloody coup which cost the lives of 240 people and injured over 2,000. So yeah, now I remember because I also watched it on the news and I remember what happened. Even though I was completely in the dark with, you know, who this rogue army was, why they were doing this, I can't remember, and I'm too tired to research it. I'm not going to do it. But my God, you know, when I see my own people act this way, say these stuff, do these terrible things, I'm ashamed for being Turkish. I'm ashamed of being Muslim. What in the hell is wrong with some people? Why would you do this? We haven't been allowed to smoke in aircrafts for years now. Everybody knows you're not supposed to smoke in planes anymore. She proceeds to light up a cigarette, and I remind you that she's definitely not the only one. There have been plenty of people who tried to smoke on the aircraft. Always were, you know, escorted out of the plane or arrested after landing or whatever. She does not only light up a cigarette, but then she proceeds to threaten everybody that's on the plane. She proceeds to threaten everybody, light a t-shirt on fire, screaming that she's going to blow up everyone or burn you all. Everything on her is a bomb. Like, you know, I understand why there are some stereotypes. I really do. I really do. Because of people like her, she enforces these stereotypes. She lets everybody in the world know that these stereotypes are here for a reason. And you know what? Everybody who goes around saying, you know what, Muslims are terrorists, I'm starting to agree. I'm starting to really agree. I really am. Let's not even mention the things that are going on right now. All these illegal immigrants that are coming into different European countries illegally and then just proceed to do the most horrible things. Now, I know the media can be very controlling and whatnot, but honestly, I'm afraid about what's going to happen in these European countries. But that's probably a video for another time, okay? Let's not discuss it here right now. I'm just here to say that I was baffled seeing this video. I'm utterly shocked, and I cannot believe that she actually said these things and did this. Unbelievable. I'm too tired for this. I can't do this.